everybody, it's Kelsee Briana Jai, and today we're testing out a new foundation from One Size. I am really excited to test out this foundation. I actually purchased it originally when I was in Palm Springs, California. So I've tested it out since then, y'all. I have tried out so many different shades of this foundation, but I think I finally landed on two. I still needed to have two to really be able to test out and figure out which shade I personally need. This is the Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. It is a waterproof foundation. I picked out the shades medium 40 golden and medium 50 golden, finally. At one point I had medium dark 55 in. That was much too deep for me. I also had medium dark 35 neutral golden, which that one may work, but it's a little bit deep for me. So I think I would have to be deep into the summer for that to really work for me. Like a medium dark 20 or medium dark 25 would have worked perfectly for me, but that's not available. But I'm really excited to try out this foundation just because I have been loving One Size. This is a full coverage foundation. It says that it is a long wear waterproof sweat proof foundation formulated with only 16 ingredients that gives full coverage and maximum comfort to visibly blur and smooth without clogging pores. So this is a blurring foundation, a soft focus foundation that is supposed to last all day. I'm going to wear it all day. I want to see what it does. Y'all, I have a really intense day ahead of me. I'm not going to spray the One Size setting spray, even though I know if I sprayed that spray, this will be on there because that spray is the spray to lock it down. I want to see what this foundation performs like on its own merit. Like, let me see what you can do. I want to show you guys what this foundation performs like. I want you guys to let me know if you're interested in this foundation or if you've tried it down in the comments section. I am so curious to know. But let's go ahead and get this demonstration started, and I'm going to get my day started. So enjoy. So this one is 40. 40 could work, but down by the perimeter of my face, I know 40 would be too light, but it could work in the center. And because it's so full coverage, the match needs to kind of be a little bit spot on, you know? And I have 50. I'm going to use the other side of the brush for 50. Okay, 40, 50. I think these colors are similar, but definitely 40 is more yellowish. And I think that 50 is a little bit more golden neutral, just a touch. And you can tell that it is a shade darker. I feel like it is spot on, one shade darker. Sometimes in foundations, I think that even if it's a shade darker, the literal shade is like 4 shades darker. I think that this is exactly one shade darker, like one shade gradient. Like if you're 40 before you go to the beach, you get a little bit of a tan, you'll be 50. Like it's spot on. But I think 50 though, I just don't think I need 40. This is full coverage. You can absolutely use this with the sponge if you want to. I mean, you see, like it works for the center of my face. Okay, this is 50. I'm gonna blend 50. 50 is a little bit darker. It gives me a little bit of a tanned look, and I think it would blend out better down. I could go with 40 and bronze it up around the perimeter. Or I could go with 50 and leave it a little bit more natural like, and I feel like it matches like around the perimeter of my face more, and 40 matches the center. I think I'm gonna go with 50. Okay, I'm gonna just go with 50 and blend out the rest of that with this brush. Y'all, this is a full coverage foundation, okay? I actually am going to go in with the fresh brush just to not mix. This is the Ray Morris number 23 brush. Y'all, I love this brush. One dab will do your entire face because this foundation is so full coverage. It is a bit of a drier formula, so you need to have your skin fully prepped. You need to have that moisturizer popping so this foundation slips in. You do have to work section by section, I feel like, because this foundation will dry down on you. I just think with full coverage foundations, it's important to have an exact match, because if not, like, you could just see the lines of demarcation. It doesn't blend as well because the pigmentation is so rich. With a tinted moisturizer, it doesn't matter if the shade match is exact because it's so sheer that so much of your skin is going to show through anyways. With the full coverage foundation, you're covering up your natural skin and it needs to match exactly. Otherwise, it is so stark in difference. And with this foundation, I'm just taking my time and building it up where I want more coverage, because if you just go in with an even level of this foundation all on the skin, it's gonna look like a mask. Overall, I think that looks pretty good. I don't think it's an exact match, and I tried to go a shade darker, and it is several shades darker. Once I leave from the golden category and I go to like neutral golden, it's several shades darker, so I don't have a next foundation that I could do because I'm technically more neutral golden than just golden. But I can make this work. I definitely feel like I need like some concealer because this is full coverage. And I feel like I keep saying this is full coverage. This is full coverage. When our product is full coverage, you kind of got to perfect other areas because it stands out so much. Like without me doing concealer, my under eye looks just so dark. Y'all, I love this powder so much. I don't really know what Patrick Starr put in this powder, but it is absolutely one of the best on the market. This one is Sweet Honey. It's just fantastically smooth, brightening, and it sets down that concealer like none other. And I don't need a lot of it, just a touch. That is what the complexion looks like. No additional products. I'm gonna go ahead and add some finishing touches to my makeup, and I'll be right back. But so far, I'm looking smooth. So here's my finished look. I will have all the makeup details in the description box. But overall, I think it looks really pretty, really smooth. I definitely added a little bit more bronzer than I typically do just to make sure that everything is harmonious. I'm in balance. Definitely under the bright lights, I think that this looks even brighter and more intense. But in real life, I think that it will look a little bit more toned down because I am in 4K. I don't know if y'all know that, but 4K picks up every little thing. I have no filter on my camera. Like, this is straight up raw what I look like. And it's what I look like magnified, intensified, under all these bright lights and 4K. It's a scary situation. But anyways, this is what everything looks like. It's not super drying, but like I said, you do have to be diligent with your skin prep because otherwise, this can absolutely dry you out. I have normal skin. If you have dry skin, like if you have like patchiness, any type of flakiness, any type of texture, I would go in and definitely make sure that you are priming, smoothing, moisturizing to make sure that this foundation wears as optimally as it possibly can. So I'm going to wear it around for the rest of the day. For now, this is hour 1. It is 9:08 in the morning. So I will see you all in a few hours. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. I've had this foundation on since whatever time I told y'all. And right now, I don't know if y'all can see it. Do you see my little Roddy niece? Her name is Karate. But it's 10:59 p.m. So that's how long I've had this foundation on. Y'all, I don't even remember what time I had it on. I told y'all earlier in the video. This foundation lasts extremely well. Like, I've done a lot today, and then I can tell like transfer wise how good a foundation is going to stay, like based on the color of my shirt. Because at the end of the day, if I've had a foundation on this long, normally I will have foundation all around the rim of my shirt. I don't have any of that around my shirt, and that's very impressive because this foundation is so pigmented. So if you have anything you need to cover, this is a full coverage foundation, and it means it. It's very lightweight feeling. It doesn't feel goopy. It's not like bulletproof. Like, my oils did break through, and I do have some of it on my finger, like if you literally rub it off. But for the most part, for me to have had this foundation on for as long as I have, for me to have done the things that I've done today, and it still looks like this, I overall think that it's very nice, high quality. I would definitely say it is sweat proof. It did not break up or anything. The only thing is I've blown my nose a few times, and some of the foundation has come off on my nose, but I literally rubbed it off. It didn't just melt off, you know? I tested it out today. On top of, y'all have 2 pimples. I've not had a pimple in I don't know how long. I don't know what broke me out. I got one right here and a big one right here. This one hurts. It went on top of that beautifully, and I have no complaints about that. If you have dry skin, like I said, prep your skin. This may emphasize that dryness because it is a full coverage, oil proof, waterproof foundation. So of course it is going to be a little bit drier. If you have oily skin, this might be your new go-to. It might be. It's not going to be my everyday foundation just because it's so glamorous. I tend to lean towards something that's a little bit more medium coverage versus full. But if I needed stage makeup, if I wanted to be beat to the gods, or like if I'm going out, sometimes you know you're going out at night, you want a little bit more oomph, a little bit more glam. This is absolutely a foundation I would reach for. The only thing is that I had a difficult time finding my shade, and not to say that I'm just like oh, if Kelsee had a difficult time, like, everybody will. Like, you know, I don't feel that way. But for me, I did have a difficult time finding my shade. I feel like 50G is the closest that I'm gonna get here. I do wish it were a little bit less golden and a little bit more neutral golden. But that's not to say that they won't ever expand on the middle range of like that neutral golden, medium dark type situation. They may not. We'll see. I know that Patrick Star falls in that range. So I'm curious to see if that gets expanded eventually, especially because I know this foundation has been going viral. So let me know what you all think. Y'all see what I'm looking like? I'll talk to you all in my next video. Y'all, I gotta go wash my face and go check out for the night. See you in the next one. Smooches.